During this wonderful age, technological advancement is moving forward and forward. These generations and the ones ahead will be able to generate incredibly detailed and vast worlds with plenty of things to do in them. I'll take the chance to remind you of the best graphics card on the market. And it's not just the best one, it is also the cheapest one. But before telling you about it, let me tell you a little story about how this came to my mind. I was wandering upon the deserts of Assassin's Creed Origins. Beautiful sights, wonderful animals, delightful villages. All of a sudden, I noticed a cave and decided to explore it, in order to find treasury or a precious ancient tablet. Truth is, I found neither. And yet, I came across something much darker and much more interesting. A little Animus glitch. An intentional Easter egg of the Animus in which the character is brought into some philosophical rambling. A mysterious voice coming from a strange machine started questioning the nature of the Animus simulation. By doing so, it broke the fourth wall entirely. First, one step back. What is the Animus in Assassin's Creed? It is a special machine that makes you live the past of your ancestors in a way that completely recalls reality. Of course, at least for now, the Animus is just science fiction, but by thinking about its function, you can easily understand why that game broke the fourth wall. As soon as it starts wondering about virtual reality and simulation, you start thinking about your own life. It's inevitable. And with it, you wonder whether or not it is actually a simulation. Then the game tried to answer the following question. Even if this one, like billions other simulations, is just a simulation, does it mean it is not real? And if it is not real, does it mean it shouldn't be taken seriously? Think about your life, just for a moment. Now imagine it were a simulation. Just imagine. Does that make your life less real? Does it mean you don't feel the pain and the pleasure? Does it mean you shouldn't fight for anything? Heck, does it mean you have no free will at all? I don't think so. Because despite it's just a pointless moment of existence amidst the infinity of the universe, you are nonetheless alive. And that, my friend, means having overcome billions of years of universe history and millions of years of animal evolution before you could exist. Real or not, pointless or not, it still sounds fucking amazing. Now, you might think, yes, Akil, I exist, but doesn't it mean I also suffer? Doesn't it mean I need to bear my paranoid mind, my worries, my fears, and my anxieties? And the answer is yes, but let me tell you about a simple perspective that could, if not eradicate, at least slightly alleviate the burdens of existence. We'll use some healthy video game philosophy. Think about a video game you truly enjoy. If this video game has a story, there are probably going to be obstacles and problems that the main character has to face in order to find peace again, if we can put it like that. The analogy with real life can be easily spotted, but it is not this the only feature I want to focus on. I want you to think about the kind of attitude you have towards the challenges of the video game. That one could be the game changer. When you play a video game, you are not going to get desperate if something bad happens, because it's a game. And in the same way, you're going to enjoy the overcoming of the obstacles, again, because it's a game. What I'm trying to tell you is, at this point, what is the difference between real life and a game? There are two. One very self-evident, the other more subtle. The first one is death. Life is a one-way trip with one chance, at least as far as I know. The second one has to do with your brain. Your mind is the result of millions of years of evolution in the most hazardous places, and it's going to be heavily paranoid by default. That definitely contrasts with the cold attitude you have while you're playing a game. Luckily for you, these two limits can be overcome with 3 tricks. 1. You have only one life, so don't kill yourself and try not to do anything extremely stupid. 2. Everything you have is given. Life itself is just gain, since you could have not existed and missed all the experiences of this lifelong game. Heck, under this perspective, even pain is a gain, since the alternative is nothingness. Think about it like this. Once you had nothing and existed nothing. You were nothing. One day, the universe gave you life. So you could go and live or even suddenly die, maybe due to a car accident. But if that happened, does it mean you lost something? I mean, in theory, since the moment you started living, you had started earning time and resources that were not yours in the first place. A coincidence worth billions of years and billions of kilometers of empty space has given birth to you. If something goes wrong, you're not losing, you're just living until you're not. Third, existence is given, sure, but appreciation is always taken. Don't forget that. And so it's time to explain the meaning of the title of the video. The best graphics card you could ever have is your senses. Your eyes, your ears, your hands, your body, your mind. These are the tools you have in order to experience this whole journey that we call life. The roller coaster of pain and pleasure, love and hate, anger and satisfaction, purposefulness and meaninglessness that sees us put in a universe indifferent and blessed at the same time. Who would be appreciating the stars, the skies, the food and the video games if there wasn't us, human beings? And yet I understand it's never easy. The mysterious machines built into our heads often fail to be content. They keep on worrying and panicking without leaving us many moments of peace. It's deeply normal. But maybe, just maybe, if it is possible to remind ourselves these things sometimes, if we can manage to understand a bit better the subtle mechanisms of our heads, then we might be able to make our lives a bit less of a burden and a bit more of a game.